Hello viewers, this is Deadly Dust Bunny, and I'm going to be doing a review on the 7 Oceans Standard Emergency Ration, otherwise known as the SOS ration. This comes from a company called Compact, which is from Norway, and these rations are supposed to have the highest balance of nutrients possible compared to the volume in the box. Each box is 500 grams. And there's 9 bars total per box, about 55.6, I think it says at the bottom there, grams per bar. And there is 10,300 kilojoules and 2,500 kilocalories per box. One of these boxes is enough to last a person 3 days, 72 hours. Obviously you want water as well. These packages come with 3 layers of wrapping. There is the outside initial box, which is a waxed cardboard box. It is water resistant. And the inside is said to be aluminum foil and then a vacuum seal wrapping around each of the bars. So I'm going to pop these open and we're going to take a look. While I get the lid open, I'm going to show you the nutrient value of one of these boxes. I'll turn it around for you guys. It's better than just reading it off, because then you get to take a look. Just gonna wait for my lazy camera to focus. There we go. So there's about 12 grams of fat in this, saturated fat 3, trans fat 6 grams, 9 milligrams of sodium. A lot of carbs keep you going, a lot of energy. Dietary fiber, there's sugars, protein, but there's no actual meat in this. So it's an alternative meat, or an alternative to meat, protein. And you can see the nutrient values at the bottom there, vitamin C, iron, I think it's B6. It's a lot of that. Vitamin B1, calcium. And the contents of these boxes is wheat flour, vegetable soya fat, sugars, malt, vitamin C, B1, B6. Okay, so now that the box is opened out of the way, you can see inside immediately there is the aluminum foil wrapping. And it's very nice packaging. It's vacuum sealed, you can tell. The fringes are tucked in. It's been vacuum sealed. Very nice. And it has a little tear off at the top. Comes out. It just says to tear off there. And it's got a nice little logo on it, so you know. Also, the directions in the box, just to make sure everyone knows. There is, I think it says there's 14 different languages explaining how to consume these or how these work on the back of the box. So I'm trying to tear this open now. Let us see. I'm trying to avoid doing too much to the box, because I kind of like the box, and I like the packaging, and I want to kind of keep it all as intact as I can. There. So, right away, opening it up, I kind of buggered it, but oh well. Opening it up, you can see there is a grease-proof parchment wrapping on the inside. Again, it's individually wrapped, and it looks like it's been sealed around. Looks like it has been. So there is a plastic sealing around all of these. Hasn't necessarily been vacuum sealed. Looks like it's just shrink wrap on the outside there, because there is a small gap on the top. But there is, looks like parchment paper on the inside there, protecting each of the bars. So I'm just going to peel that away and take out the first block. So you can see, and I can stack them about 3 wide. And you can see the individual bars. Inside there, there's a little halfway line. They're all individually packaged in pairs. I do believe it is. Each of the wrapping boxes is about 400 calories. sound like they are. How appealing. But of course, when you're eating rations, you're not looking for fine dining, and anything is better than nothing. If I'm looking to survive, I'm not going to care that I'm not eating a steak. I just want to make sure I have the energy to keep doing everything I need for my survival movements. So pulling it out, it's definitely fairly crumbly, but it's just loose pieces on the outside. Like, that's just me holding it, and crumbs are coming off. It smells like a really bland cookie, because there's no seasoning or any flavoring or anything like that. Otherwise, I'm guessing the sugar would provide any of the other flavor to it. But a lot of reviews online have said that this tastes like shortbread or Scottish shortbread. I don't think I've ever tried that, so I'm not going to be able to compare yet. I'm going to have to agree with them. It is quite like shortbread. It just doesn't have any major flavor to it. It doesn't make my mouth very dry, necessarily. And I can get a little bit of, I wouldn't say aftertaste, but after texture of the grease that's in it, the soya oil, or the soya fat. So you can kind of taste that on the back of your tongue. Just going to get this in here, and you can get a finer detail look at these cookies. See if I can get my hand to stop shaking while I'm holding this. You can see all the, it's all tightly packed together. It's not bad though. I honestly wouldn't complain about having these in my survival pack, or any survival pack, if I had to rely on these. And for the bug out pack I'm planning on doing later, I'm considering putting at least 2 or 3 boxes of these in here, because I don't know if I'm going to have extra people with me if, for example, I put this in my car, or I meet up with a friend in the city and we leave. I would like to have multiple opportunities to provide food, not only for myself, but if they're ill-prepared, I can have something that might help them out as well. So these rations last for 5 years. I believe the websites would say the shelf life is 5 years unconditionally from the date of production marked on the packaging. Now, to get back to that, these ones here are slightly out of date, but they have an extended shelf life beyond what the box states is their shelf life. And I mean, for being a bit expired, these taste just fine. I can't imagine the flavor is going to be much different than, say, if I had it brand new. It's still a ration. I mean, it's not going to dramatically change in quality, I can imagine. So, if you're looking to get some rations, I'd recommend these ones, personally, because these are the ones I've tried. They don't taste that bad at all. They don't really give you dry mouth. The only downside is they crumble a little bit, but it doesn't seem to, like you can see a little bit on my fingers there, it's coming off. But the whole solid bar itself is not falling apart. And I do like that they are individually wrapped in pairs of cookies, and I can easily just close this up and put it back, and then put it back in its box, and then put it back in my bag, and it will still be very well protected. So, what else we have from these? I'm not sure what else to say. I got these for $6.99 at my local store, which was Niagara Quartermaster. They also have a really good selection of World War II history books and war books. So if you want, give them a look up online. It's Niagara Quartermaster. They probably have a good selection. If you're into those books, you'll find something you like. And as for these, I'd recommend them. Again, I'm going to be putting 2 or 3 of these in my bucko bag. So, enjoy!